Hello and welcome to Michigan Time. I'm your host, Sofia Lynch, and buckle up because this week has been batshit crazy. And not in the fun way, in like a nuclear apocalypse, Armageddon meets World War Z kind of way. For starters, scientists in the region of Chengdu, China want to build, get this, another moon. These scientists plan to launch this artificial moon satellite into orbit by 2020. This Moon 2.0 will effectively work like a giant mirror that will redirect sunlight back down on Chengdu and will be roughly 8 times brighter than the actual moon. I'm just wondering, who okayed this? A moth? Who was thinking, well, street lamps are sort of expensive. What's the next possible option? Oh, let's make a whole new moon. Having 8 times the moonlight isn't just replacing streetlights, it's eliminating night. What, Chengdu residents are gonna go to the club while it's bright out? What about nocturnal animals? Are they just never gonna wake up? Is Nick at night just going to become Nick at slightly different day? Above all, what's most problematic about this God-playing creation, now we have to land another fake moon landing. Speaking of God complexes, Kanye West visited the White House last week. Yet another headline from this administration that makes me feel like I've woken up in an alternate universe. Both of these stable geniuses exchanged very good words. Here's a video of their meeting. In more political, but equally stupid news, Elizabeth Warren took a DNA test to prove her long-standing claim to Native American ancestry. And get this, people, she's a whopping 1/64th Native at best. The move was in response to a proposition from Trump with hopes to put an end to his constant provocation. Listen, Elizabeth, your first mistake was accepting a proposal from Donald Trump. His entire party doesn't believe in climate change. You think this is going to do anything? They're just going to use it as another opportunity to come for you. It's like when you're sitting in the park and a nice-seeming squirrel comes up to you, so you decide to feed it some almonds that you packed for lunch because he seems hungry, but then it just jumps down on your hand and your stepmom has to take you to the hospital to get your fingers stitched back together while you reminisce on what could have been. I trusted you, Rupert. I trusted you. Anyways, Warren claims she only took the test to prove Republicans wrong, to ensure people know her accomplishments were based on merit, not DNA, and to prevent Trump from casually throwing around racial slurs. Well, that should make us all on that left happy, right? I mean, does it really matter if white people irresponsibly use race as a political weapon as long as they're #resisting? I mean, come on. She authored a book titled Pow Wow Chow. How are we supposed to take anything this woman says about Native American ancestry seriously? Warren rightfully faced a significant amount of backlash from several tribes and individuals, including the Cherokee Nation, for what was an obvious and tone-deaf way to signal her 2020 presidential bid. Liz, when was the last time that claiming to be 1/64th of anything has gone well for someone? It's such a trope among white people that there are jokes about this literal situation. The fact that no one from your campaign foresaw some trouble with this means you should probably get some new people around you before the primaries roll around. Not to mention the fact that tribal citizenship is not acquired by having your DNA tested, and that gaining any legal recognition has been a struggle for actual Native Americans all over the United States, with many tribes still not officially recognized by the government. So great, Liz. In this attempt at silencing the Cheeto-in-chief, you've instead provided another example of white people taking Native culture. Congrats. Well, in local news, it's a great time to be a Wolverine after last week's rivalry game against little brother MSU. But the true victory U of M football recently acquired was gaining international acclaim from a much-respected football analyst, Iranian former president and known human rights abuser Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. One Ann Arbor resident, using the handle Fred Z. Ann Arbor, had the bizarre idea of seeking consolation on Michigan's subpar performance from Ahmadinejad back in September. Because who would know more about Big Ten football than a former president of a Middle Eastern country? Ahmadinejad's initial response came a little over a month later, but following our triumph over MSU, he chimed in yet again on the subject. I really don't know how to feel about this, because on one hand, he's a literal monster, but on the other hand, go blue? Also, we really just want to point out for personal reasons that while scanning through Ahmadinejad's tweets, we came across this. Creating what we believe to be the best hashtag of our time, #tweets. Anyways, who would have thought that passion for Michigan football would be what helped mend our strained foreign relations with the country? Looks like we know where this year's spring training football trip will be. Hell, Jim Harbaugh might even become a foreign diplomat for Iran. It seemed to have worked with North Korea, and that was Dennis Rodman of all people, the same man who showed up to his own book release in a wedding dress. Actually, speaking of nonsense and wedding dresses, the recent announcement of Meghan Markle's pregnancy has stirred up excitement all across the world, and even right here in Michigan, in the heart of our local conspiracy correspondent, Gloria Fall. Normally, we wouldn't give much weight to conspiracy theories, but normally, former Middle Eastern presidents don't comment on Michigan football. So, what the hell? Come on out, Gloria. Oh.
Ow.
Oh. Oh, hi, Gloria. How are we doing today?
Just fine, Sophia. Living in a world of cover-ups and government meddling, but I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. Well, so you had some theories you wanted to bring to our audience today.
And thank you for this chance. Okay, so good news. Meghan Markle is expecting a baby in the spring of 2019.
Yeah, well, what are you doing? What are you doing with your face? What are you trying to say? Okay, no, seriously, spit it out.
Okay, Sophia, do I have to spell it out for you? Got married in May, but she's due in the spring. That's kind of vague, don't you think? No offense, but her wedding dress was suspiciously loose in the stomach area. Let's take a look.
I mean, I don't know if you have the authority to,
So you're telling me that the royal tailor couldn't smooth that out just a little bit more? It seems to me, and I mean, I'm no mathematician, but it seems to me that her story is not lining up number-wise. And it seems to me that she probably got knocked up before the wedding.
well, yeah, you're not a math expert. So why don't yeah, could we get a math expert out here? Yeah. Great, okay, here he comes. Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah, no problem. What's the issue?
Yeah, well, we were just wondering if you could do some fact checking for us. I mean, based on the numbers, do you think that Meghan Markle had her baby out of wedlock?
Okay. So she's supposed to have her baby. You're supposed to have her baby in spring. Okay. Mm-hmm. So spring is like spring's like March, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So March minus 9 equals. Oh my God.
You got this.
Equals May. It's May.
Okay.
Wait. It's June. False alarm, people.
June.
It's June.
All right, well, see, Gloria, there's no factual support for your claim.
Okay, hold on. He could barely do that math. And also, who's to say that this pregnancy is only going to be 9 months long? Because maybe royal babies need more time to just prepare to be royal. I think I read that somewhere.
Oh, well, yeah, I think that's enough of that. Why don't both of you just take some time off, figure some things out about yourselves. Seems like you need it, but thank you for being here. Well, on that note, why don't we throw it to our midweek update team? Jackie, Richard, please take it away.